We always check for square matrix. First thing is, this is just a session recap wherein we are talking about the normal routine steps that are to be kept in mind while solving the assignment problem. Whenever the problem is given, check whether it is a square matrix or not. If it is, then go for step 2, that is row reduction, column reduction, do the assignment, check for up are same or not. Fine. So once it is done, probably what we can do is, and the optimality is, I mean, as long as order of matrix and the assignment number of assignments are same, it's okay. If it is not same, then we need to revise the matrix and do the assignments, okay, until the optimality is attained. So this is just to keep it in your mind. Today we will take in the previous classes we have solved all square matrix problems. That means where the number of rows were equal to number of columns. Today we are going to solve a problem where it is not a square matrix. That kind of a problem it is called as unbalanced, where number of rows are not equal to columns, or number of columns are not equal to rows. Okay, so I'm taking this example now. Okay, now you can see here the example. Row wise people are there, column wise there are certain jobs. So now always our first step says that we need to check whether the given problem is square matrix or not. Now you can see there are 6 columns and there are only 5 rows. So that means this is not a square matrix. So what is that we do whenever we find or come across a matrix which is not square? See, assignment problem, to solve any assignment problem, it is mandatory that we should have a square matrix. So whenever we have such unbalanced assignment problem, that we have to convert it into balanced assignment problem by adding necessary rows or columns which are dummy. So in transportation problem also we have dealt with these kind of problems, unbalanced transportation problems. Likewise, even in assignment problem also, we have to look at the necessaries and then add the required rows or a column dummy that has a 0 as a value. Okay, and by making the matrix look balanced one. Clear? So in this particular problem, because it is unbalanced, I am trying to add the dummy row. Why am I adding a dummy row here? Because there are 6 columns, but there are only 5 rows. So I'm short of 1 row to match my column, right? To match my 6 columns, I have to make 6 rows, right? So I am making that dummy row. I am adding that dummy row after E. Okay. So I'm doing it now, adding the 6th dummy row. When we add it, it looks like this. Now see, there are 6 rows and 6 columns. So always remember unbalanced assignment problems. Wherever in this problem, there was a requirement of dummy row. There are certain problems where there could be a requirement of dummy column. So you'll have to always count and make sure that row is equivalent to column or column is equivalent to row. So my requirement was row, so I added my row. Now the step will remain same, no change at all. Once we know that it is a square matrix, go for the second step, that is row reduction. When we do that row reduction, how are we going to do that row reduction? Ramesh Sutar can tell me row reduction means what? Ramesh is there, I believe. Ramesh?
Ma'am, minimum number in row.
Minimum number in each row, not in entire matrix. Minimum number in each row. So that means here each row in row A, okay, in row A it is 8, in row B it is 10, in row 3, in row C it is 3, row D it is 6, row E it is 7, and dummy it will be 0 because that is the minimum element. The elements are all are same. So 0 we are keeping it as it is. So with this minimum element, what are we trying to do, Ramesh? We are deducting it from the rest of the element, that is 12 minus 8, 10 minus 8, 15 minus 8, 22 minus 8, 18 minus 8, and 8 minus 8. This is what we are going to do. And when we follow the similar steps, the reduced row matrix will be this. Now 12 minus 8 is 4, 10 minus 8 is 2, 15 minus 8 is 7, 22 minus 8, like this. You know, you have to go on reducing it row wise. Okay, once the row is reduced, what is the next step? Can Amit can answer this? Amit Tambi? Amit is there? Amit? Amit is not there. He has not joined at all. Shruti can answer this. Shruti?
Yes, ma'am.
Now after the row reduction, what is the next step?
Column reduction.
Yes. Why are you hesitating so much? Yeah. Once the row reduction is done, the next step is column reduction. You should by heart these steps. Please remember this. You will be asked also to write the algorithms for assignment and transportation. So please, if you remember the steps, you can write it easily. Okay, now to do the column reduction, which matrix we are going to bring in? Is the original matrix or the row reduced matrix? Shruti? Or
reduced matrix, ma'am.
yes, the reduced matrix we are trying to bring forward to do the column matrix. I mean column reduction. So now column wise go on checking the minimum elements. Now in the first column the minimum element is 0. Second column is also minimum element 0. Third column 0. Fourth column, fifth column, sixth column. All the 6 columns have 0 as the minimum element. That means even our column reduction when we do with these zeros, okay, so kindly pardon me, while making some presentations that circle is not sitting on that 0. So I beg your pardon for, kindly excuse me for your inconvenience to see that circle lying out of that, circle, 0. Okay, so very sorry for that. I hope you'll not mind. Now when I do my column reduction with those 0 column elements, minimum elements, my column reduction matrix will be the same. It will not be different one, because when I do my subtraction, 4 minus 0 is 4, 0 minus 4 minus 0 is 4, 0 minus 0 is 0, 8 minus 0 is 8, 0 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1, 0 minus, like this column wise you have to subtract 0 from every other element. So when I do that, my column reduced matrix will be the same as it is the row reduced matrix. Now once it is done, what is the next step? What is the next step? Can anybody can answer this? Parvez is there? Any new members? Anybody who has joined recently? Let me see people. Sindhu, Faisal, Parvez, only these many are there. Amit is not joined, huh? Okay. Faisal can answer then. Probably. What will be the next step once we do this? Column reduction के बाद क्या होता है? Hello? You're able to hear me or no? Anybody can answer. Next is we do the assignment. Right? Sumant, you have a problem? Yes, please tell me. What is the problem? Sumant? Sumant, you should answer. You're not able to hear me, or what is the issue? You should tell me. I won't be able. What is the problem? Either send me a message or do something. क्या problem है, Sumant? I don't know from now. Okay. From this, after column reduction, you don't know what to do next. Next is we have to go in for a assignment. Okay. We will take the column reduced matrix, the same, the previous matrix only we will take, and here we will start doing the assignment. When we say assignment, you should be very careful. See, the rule of the assignment says row wise, go on checking for a single zero. Now first I will check in A row. A row, is there a zero? Yes, there is a zero. Now make an assignment there. And subsequent zero in that particular column. Under sixth column, is there any zero? Yes, there is a zero. Down. Yes, you will have to cross mark that. That is not needed, because once we have done for person A, we have assigned job 6. That means that job is fixed for person A. The same job is cannot be given to any other dummy person also. Okay, so we are crossing out that. Next, again check for row wise B. B row, is there any single zero? Yes, in that particular row there is a single zero in column 1, right? Assign for that, and then subsequent zeros in that particular column gets cross marked. 0, 0, cancel. Once the job is assigned, no, the same job cannot be given to anybody else. Remember this rule. Next, C row. C row, is there a single zero? Yes, there is a single zero in third column. Can you see this? Yes. Assign. Yahan pe. Yes, we do the assignment. Subsequent zeros are cancelled. Yes, this zero is cancelled now. Next, D, there are no zeros. E, there is 1 0. Yes, assign for that. Yes, cancel the rest. Now row wise, now in dummy row also if you check, there are 2 zeros. So I have told you, for any assignment it is mandatory that single zero has to be there. So there are 2 zeros, so we'll leave the option there. Now we'll have to start assigning from column wise. Now in column 1, first column, there is assignment, so we need not worry. So go to column 2. Column 2, there is 1 single zero which has been left out in the last. Howda? Yes. Now assign there. When I do that assignment, in that subsequent row, I need to check whether are there any zeros. Again, there is a zero which is unassigned. So that means we have to cross mark that. So that means this particular job is not going to go to anybody else. That has been occupied. Now again check for column 3, there is assignment. Column 4, there is assignment. Column 5, there is no assignment. It's okay. Column 6, there is assignment. Now row wise is being done. Column wise it is being done. Check whether all zeros have been given right assignments and proper cross mark or not. Now everything is done. Fine. Now we have to count the assignments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 assignments. But what is the order of matrix? Sumant, you can tell me. Yes, the order of matrix is 6. Assignments are 5. That means this is not an optimal solution, right? If it is not an optimal solution, we have to revise this matrix. Yes? How are we going to do that revision of this matrix is by drawing lines covering all the zeros. And how are we doing that? By how are we drawing the lines? There are certain bases to draw a line, right? So this is the assignment we have done, which I have taken it from my last slide, right? Now, to draw a line, we should keep it in mind few things. What are those? First thing, I have to tick mark a row where there is no any kind of assignment is being done. Now A, there is assignment, B, there is assignment, C, there is assignment. In row D, there is no assignment at all. Can you see that? Yes, I'm tick marking that. Yes, I tick marked. Fine. Now, in that particular row, is there any zero? Sumant? Sumant, can you answer me? Unmute for a while and answer me. There is a zero in that particular row? No? Including cross-marked one, yeah? Including cross-marked. Assume that there is no cross-mark on that. There is a zero, no? 0, 8, 4, 7, 7. Huh. Now, in which column it is? In column number 1. So, put the tick mark there. Yes, it has been done. Now, in that particular column, is there any assignment? Yes, there is assignment. Which row it is?
B.
Yes. Now tick mark there in that row. Now listen to me carefully. If you are drawing horizontal lines or row-wise lines, whichever row is not being marked. Now, which row is not marked, Sumant? Which row is not marked? Row A, row C, E. So I am putting my first horizontal lines there. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Clear? Fine. Now there is in column where we have put the tick mark, no? There I am supposed to give my dummy also we have to put. Actually, dummy also should come once. Yes, dummy also is there. And then column wise. Wherever I have tick marked, na? Now vertical line will come. Now horizontal I finished. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where there are no tick marks, I have put the lines. Now I have to put a vertical line. Wherever I have tick mark in the column, in that particular column, I am putting my line. I have marked column number 1. So I am putting my vertical line there. Now count how many lines are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many assignments are there? 5 assignments. So you always remember this for your cross verification. How many lines are used to cover any zeros is number of assignments. How many number of assignments are there, na? Those many number of lines are used to cover the zeros. Now see whether all the zeros have been covered or not by using the lines. Ramesh can answer. Sutar,
Yes, ma'am.
can you see all the zeros have been covered?
Hmm.
Okay. Now what is next? Now there are certain uncovered elements here where the lines are not there, right? Can you see them? And also you can see there are certain point of intersection. Where point of intersection is nothing but where two lines are meeting. Where all our two lines are meeting? In the A row, first column. In the C row, first column. E row, first column. D row, first column. And the one which is blinking with the green, that is the minimum uncovered element. Okay. With this, we are going to deduct all the rest of the uncovered element. I have written here. So revising the matrix with the help of uncovered minimum element. Wherever intersections are there I am adding this 2. Wherever there are no lines, that means where there are certain numbers where the lines are not covered. So those are called uncovered elements. There I am deducting. So when I do that, when I apply that concept, our matrix look like this. Yes. Now see here. Just to give you an identification, I have done like this. 6, 10, 3, 2 are nothing but this minimum element 2 is there, na? That I have added in the point of intersection. 4 plus 2 is 6, 8 plus 2 is 10, 1 plus 2 is 3, 0 plus 2 is 2. And wherever and rest where the lines are there, I have kept them as it is. I have not done anything. But where there are uncovered elements, okay, there I have deducted 8 minus 2 is 6, 15 minus 2 is 13, 5 minus 3 is 2, 6 minus 4 is 2, like this. These colors I have used so that red is for reduction, blue is for addition. Intersections where all are there, no, there I have added, and where the uncovered elements are there I have deducted. Fine. Now moving on, for the new cost matrix, again I have to do a assignment. So when I do that, okay, do the assignment. See, every time whenever you form a new cost matrix, you are supposed to make an assignment. So when I do that assignment, okay, so for the next, hold on for a second, huh? Yes. Now first assignment is been done and subsequent zeros are getting cancelled. Let's do it bit fast because I'm left out with very less time. Okay, and for the second assignment, I'm not touching anything because B has 2 zeros. So I'm not touching B. Now I'll go for C. I will do with C assignment. C assignment is been done and subsequent zero gets cancelled. Okay, and then D has 1 single zero. So I am assigning there. There are no subsequent zeros. E has 1 single zero. I am assigning there. And that zero gets cancelled. Okay, and dummy has 2 zeros left, so I can't assign there because for any assignment I need a single zero. Now column wise I need to check now. Column wise when I do that checking, first column has an assignment, second column just need one more. Yes, in the last. So when I do that again, subsequent zeros in this particular row gets cancelled. Yes. Now column 3 has a assignment, column 4 has a assignment, but column 5 there is no assignment, but column 6 there is assignment. So again I have to check the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 number of assignments is equal to now see here in the step 7 also probably there is 5 assignments. Even after we revised the matrix, we did not get the number of assignments equal to order of matrix. We are still getting 5 as the assignment. That means we have to still revise this matrix. So how do we revise this matrix? That you will see. Please listen to me carefully. The step 6 and step 8 are same. There is no change. Okay. Now the previous matrix I have taken it forward. Now I have to draw lines to revise the matrix. How I am drawing the lines? I have to tick mark wherever there is no assignment. In a row where there is no assignment. In B row there is no assignment. Okay. In B row there is no assignment. I need to check for columns. I need to check for zeros. There are 2 zeros in the first column and 6th column. So column number 1 and column number 6 has the 2 zeros. Okay. Now both the columns have 2 assignments. In first column the assignment is there at D row, and in 6th column the assignment is there at A. Okay. Now first when it is done that, now I have to draw lines. How I am drawing lines? Skip the marked rows and draw the horizontal lines where there are no markings. So C, E and dummy. Fine. Now in 2 columns, column number 1 and column number 6, these columns are to be marked. Now check the number of lines we have used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So 5 lines and then 5 assignments. Clear? So again I have to revise this by identifying a minimum element. Minimum element here is 2, and then I have to identify the point of intersection. Point of intersection where 2 lines are meeting. Now at point C, column number 1, point E, column number 1, dummy, column number 1. Similarly, C, column number 6, E, column number 6, dummy, column number 6. These are called point of intersection. Point of intersection nalli we are adding the element 2, and the uncovered elements in the I am removing number 2. So that is, you can see here. So 2 minus 2 is 0. Then actually 7 minus 2, it should come 5 here. Sorry for calculation. 7 minus 2 is 5. Then 14 minus 2 is 12. 10 minus 2 is 8. So I have revised this. So column numbers, you know, wherever I have used blue color, no, those are all where I have added minimum element, and red color I have reduced. Okay. So now this is a new cost matrix. Here I have to do the assignment again. When I do the assignment, similarly, I have to follow. First assignment goes to C row because C row has a single 0. A has 2 zeros, B has 2 zeros. So I'm not assigning there. C will come, and then subsequent zeros in the third column will get cancelled. Okay. Next, C row will get the second assignment. E row will get the second assignment, and then subsequent zeros will be cancelled. Okay, fine. And then comes the column wise assignment. Column wise, first column there are 2 zeros, second column there are 2, third column leave it, fourth leave it, fifth there is one single zero at the bottom, so I am assigning there. The subsequent zeros in the second column gets cancelled, and likewise we have to revise this again. Okay, so I'll have to come back again and then do the row wise revision and then start doing the assignment. So when I do that, this time I will get all the 6 assignments which are equivalent to order of matrix. The order of matrix and the assignments are same, then we have attained an optimal solution. Now wherever zeros are there, you have to take the values from the original matrix, that is 10, 12, 3, 6, 7. These are the places where we have made the assignments. So take these values and this is the last step, you have to do it. For A job, second job has been given. For B person, sixth is given. For C, third is given. For D, one is given.